live with little or no editing. It's Defense Up. I'm Red 7. How you doing? Today we're going over one of our favorite players in MSF to go over their defense. It's Windstorm's defense. Windstorm is well known for doing what they want to do. And so we're avoiding all the cookie cutter stuff. Most of these defenses are getting an F for fun. And that's just where we're going to leave it. So team number one, as you can see, has a lot of muscle. You can't even say it's a team. There's somebody from everywhere. And what's happening in here is Black Widow is like the fastest character in the game. However, Noir will go faster when there's a bunch of positive effects on the opponent. And so Noir is actually the better choice here. And so we're gonna get rid of Black Widow and put Noir in here. Now, Windstorm's Noir is like a, I don't know, like a gear tier 13 or something, purple gear. That doesn't matter. The Noir just needs to take a turn, and then all these other strikers will assist. These are huge strikers doing tons of damage. They're gonna delete somebody as soon as Noir goes. So that's kind of tricky. However, if I were to face this, I would probably use Masters of Evil, hope that I could survive, you know, Absorbing Man would take that first shot and then probably get clipped off, but then I could go through and kill this just like any other Masters of Evil counter, I think. So it is a bit wasteful, but it's also fun. Windstorm has bits and pieces of these teams, so he's not afraid to break them up. One thing that you should remember, though, is that Robbie goes faster when bleeds are applied to the field, so you might consider changing some of these people out for counter assists that apply bleed, and that'll get your Robbie going a lot faster. That might help as well. All right, we're gonna move on to the next one. This is the Pegasus team with Minerva and Shang-Chi. Minerva built to the moon to go to Dark Dimension 7. She is stealing 20% really hard. There's no reason to build up Minerva unless you want to take her into a Dark Dimension. It's a 20% health steal on her big move, and everything else is a tickle fight. It doesn't matter. She does do some healing. That's not the point with the Pegasus team. If you need to heal the Pegasus team, you've already lost. The Pegasus team starts taking turns, rewinds your opponent, does huge damage. They've got great stats. If the Pegasus team can get going, they pretty much usually win. So that's why, staying away from 5-piece teams, we are going to add in Ironheart in place of Shang-Chi, but we're going to replace Minerva with Black Widow. Black Widow has that 60% chance to apply speed up to this entire team. That's a decent enough chance. We're going to give it a try and see if we can get them going a little bit faster to wreck shop with this composition. It's what it is. We're not grading anything here because I just don't even know where to grade stuff. Moving on, we have a combination of Unlimited and Darkhold. Windstorm likes to use MLF in conjunction with Apocalypse in order to beat Infinity Watches, it's a choice. Did I mention that Windstorm is 35 million and in gold too? Just keep that in mind, okay? So he's in a league where he can have some fun and still come out with the win. Honestly, if you're gonna break these teams up, this is actually kind of cool because in room 3, you're just stalling so that Doctor Strange can do his ult. And there's combat targeting with Rogue going after the fastest turn meter and stuff. So this is kind of an interesting little composition. That is a level 5 blue fortifier on Wong, so he's healing himself, you know, getting a little drained when he goes. It's an interesting idea. It's totally wasteful, but it's definitely, I think it's better than just a 5-piece Unlimited team. I think it's probably gonna fold to a new Warriors composition or any of the usual stuff, but it still looks like a lot of fun. Over here, this is the only 5-piece team Windstorm has. I don't know, it might be the only team he has in his entire roster that's complete. So he threw him in here. I'm not a big fan of those ISOs, but at these levels, he wants things to land like the ability block from Adam Warlock. So that's why a lot of them are skirmishers when most of them should be strikers. It's something you can do in Spec Ops. You can put Infinity Watch in a lot of different places, but this one is what it is, and we're gonna move on from that boring 5-piece stuff. Nobody likes boring 5-piece teams, right? All right, and then we move on to the X Factor plus Wakanda. So the idea here is that Shuri's gonna give some defense up and get the team going a little faster. You're gonna have Killmonger doing lots of crits as a raider. Those crits are gonna speed up the dad bros who are gonna continue that crit train. And Mum is a really big Mum. And so we're going to take Mum out of here and put Polaris in here instead. She has some synergy with the crits. Mum doesn't crit, neither do his dupes. I mean, Mum can crit, I guess, but he doesn't like have a lot of synergy with that crit thing. So we're going to put Polaris in here instead. And just hope that they take off and crit a whole bunch in this room. Okay, room number 6, the final room. It's a green Gamma, and we replaced Red Hulk with Sue Storm. Windstorm is a big fan of the Fantastic Four, so he has a big Fantastic Four team built. We went over some other options. You could throw in Captain America in here if you have a big one. He doesn't, so Sue Storm turns out to be a really good choice. She synergizes with She-Hulk. And the only thing we want to do is change the ISOs all to healer. Make it a green Gamma healing team with Sue Storm causing extra commotion in here, and I think it could be a lot of fun. It's not going to be a team that beats anything. It's going to be a team that you just can't get through. They just keep healing themselves up, and you can't get them. Braun doing some massive healing for the team. Sue Storm just kind of stalling everything out. I actually kind of like this as like a backup thing if you're using Red Hulk on a different composition. Maybe not a composition quite as wasteful as this one, but you know, if you're using Red Hulk somewhere, the Green Gamma team is actually an option. We've used that in several previous CCs and in War Defense too as well. All right, if you like having fun, then you probably liked what Windstorm is doing, because these teams do look like a lot of fun. We definitely enjoy talking about some of this stuff. And if you want to be a part of those conversations, you can always come find my stream. We've been going over these on Fridays. I don't know if that schedule's going to stick, but Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday is when I do stream, and people are always welcome to come in on voice and talk about this, or just, you know, shout it out in chat. Remember, guys, don't just have a good game. Be good to yourselves and others, too, and I'll see you next time. Bye.